We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Red Sonja versus the Army of Darkness. This is a 2025 miniseries from Dynamite, written by Tim Seeley, art by Jim Terry, colors by Carlos Badilla, letters by Jeff Eckleberry, edited by Joe Rybrandt. I have cover A by Bjorn Barends, and that's a really cool cover, so that actually got me to buy the book, which, let's face it, I probably would have bought anyway. So we start off with Ash having a bad day. He's kind of out of luck, striking out with the ladies, and he's thinking about Shelia, and he finds this old book where it looks like Sheila's killed. So he pulls out the Necronomicon and decides to go back for a medieval booty call. Now he's trying to get back to the city of Kanda, but pronunciation's not Ash's strong point. And we jump into the past and we see Sonja on her way to a city to stop a blight, the city of Kandir, but there's no infection there until she meets a man named Ash. And then things go kind of sideways. The Necronomicon kind of gets a little lost and falls into the hands of an old enemy. Overall, I thought the story was really fun. The art is very, very rigid and stiff though. Proportions don't look quite right. People have kind of large heads, so their necks don't really look like they can support that. So I thought the art was pretty rough, but the story was fun enough that I wasn't too concerned about that. Is it worth $5? No, but it definitely was a fun story with some pretty decent dialogue, and it sort of ignores a lot of the sequel stuff that has come along so far. It doesn't necessarily say it didn't happen, it just sort of ignores it for the sake of telling this story, and I think it worked out pretty well. Unfortunately, there is one discrepancy between the cover and the story, and that Ash does not have his shotgun, and that's going to make the story pretty interesting. So we'll see how it plays out, but so far it's off to a pretty good start, even though the art is kind of rough. So if you can find it for about $3, I would say pick it up. The cover's really cool and the story's a lot of fun, and the weaknesses in the art aren't that horrible. It's just not very great. So I think it's a little rigid, but I've seen a lot worse out of Dynamite. So a pretty strong recommendation despite some flaws. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.